Hey everybody, back here with another word. So I know that most of my other videos have been pretty long, and I apologize. I hope you still watched them because God gave me some good stuff. But for now on, I'm gonna try to condense, all of the best points together, so that way it's shorter for you guys. Because I understand it's sometimes hard to watch these long videos, and I know you don't have a lot of time sometimes. So I'm gonna try to start condensing them, making them, a decent amount of time, and that way you still get, all the good points that God gave me. So today, I want to talk to you guys about how blessings are going to be found on the hard roads. Because, actually, I'm going to use my moving experience when I moved down here. I was 9 years old, had lived in Indiana from when I was born to when I was 9 years old, and then we moved down here. And as a kid, 9 years old, I didn't, see anything good coming out of that. So, we were leaving behind all our family and, all the friends that I had when I was in elementary school. So I was heartbroken. I didn't want to move. But what I didn't realize is that when we did move down here, how many blessings were coming our way from God. In fact, when we lived in Indianapolis, we weren't even necessarily Christians. We believed, but we didn't go to church, we didn't own a Bible, we didn't pray. And that really just because none of our family went to church, so it's just not something we did or were, experienced with, something that we just didn't do, honestly. So we moved down here, and either a year or two after that, a pastor moves down 2 houses down, and he had a son my age and two sons my brother's age. So we just kind of we just got along naturally, and they kept inviting us to church. We eventually go, and it changed our lives completely. As you guys know, I'm called to be a youth pastor now. And I mean, that alone, I mean, if we hadn't moved down here, we probably still would not be going to church anyway. We still probably wouldn't be Christians. So that alone is a humongous blessing. But on top of that, I mean, my family has been blessed financially. We're doing great. We have tons of friends. We're just having a great time down here, and like I said, we have a church home now. We are very close to God. We are very close as a family. And real quick, I just want to give a shout out to all of my friends. Honestly, even if I don't mention you, you probably had a great impact on me because honestly, everybody that I have ever known since I moved down here has had an impact on me, whether you know it or not. But these people are the people that I've grown really close to and are my best friends. So, of course, my beautiful girlfriend, Abby, thank you for putting up with me. I don't know how you do it, but I'm thankful I have you. So, I just thank you for everything you've been doing. I thank you for being so supportive, and you're amazing. So, thank you. Nikki, I know you're. I know we've had a back and forth relationship, but you've had an impact on me, so I thank you. Mackenzie and Angela, I just thank you guys. I know Angela, me and you aren't very close right now, but hopefully, sometime in the future we'll get back on that. Mackenzie, it sucks that you moved, but you've had an impact on me, and I thank you for being there for me when nobody else was at times. Keegan, Isaac, Cannon, all three of you are amazing. Keegan, I thank you for leading the small groups with me, and Isaac and Cannon, I thank you for showing up because without you guys, we wouldn't be doing it. So thank you guys. You guys have had a positive impact on my life. Easton, thank you for being there, for being so kind, for being so welcoming. You had a really strong and positive impact on my life. Cooper, my best friend Cooper. If you want to see me laugh, like genuinely laugh and just crack up and just have some fun, you should see me with Cooper. Me and him just have a strong relationship, and I just thank you, Cooper, for being so kind and for talking to me in fourth grade because as you know, I was a shy kid who didn't talk to anybody, so thank you for coming up and talking to me. Wesley, who is probably not going to see this, but Wesley, I love you, man. Just keep being you. Don't change, buddy. I love you. Elliot, you are insane, but I love you. You have changed my life. You have kept me on my toes. You are a crazy, energetic, but overall, you are a great friend, and I just thank you for the impact you've had on my life. And Emma and Zach, I thank you guys. When I was in, I think it was 7th grade, I joined the jazz band at Whitthorne, and you guys had been in the jazz band before. You were in the jazz band then, and you guys helped me learn jazz on my instrument that I was playing. So, guys, you guys have just completely changed my life for the better during those years, and I just thank you for being there and being so supportive for me. You guys have been huge blessings. So like I said, everybody has had a great impact on me. I thank you guys, everybody. I thank you for just, being so kind. And, but those people, especially you guys, have been my best friends, and you guys have been so supportive and so loving, and I could not be any more thankful for you guys. You guys are amazing. So the first point I want to talk about is sometimes we will walk alone. There are just going to be times where we're walking alone. We're not going to have many friends, and the only reason is because God wants us to walk by Him for a while. We have to go through these seasons of silence because God's working on something inside of us, and He's preparing us for something great. But in order for that to happen, we have to be taken away from distractions. And even though, friends are good. God wants us to have relationships and wants us to have friends. But when it's time to work and get serious, friends can be a distraction sometimes. So sometimes God will take you away for a little while and kind of have one-on-one time, or try to have one-on-one time. It's up to you to want it. But He wants us to walk alone sometimes so He can have that one-on-one time with you, so He can work on the inside of you, and He can prepare you for the next level, because it's in those silent times when you're about to come up into the next level of your destiny, where something great is about to happen in your life. So it's the silent time sucks at times, but don't dismiss it. Accept it and realize that when you get through this silent season of your life, there's going to be blessing after blessing and breakthrough after breakthrough, and you're about to step into the next level of your destiny. Sometimes your paths will diverge in your life. You're basically going to have two different roads you could go on. So, folks, I'm just going to use this as an example. If I wanted to plant a church somewhere, let's say, I got an offer, I got a really good deal, there's land, I can do it right here, it's right in front of me, God's giving this to me, I could easily accept it and everything be fine. Obviously, I could take it and everything would work out, because I'm building a church, God's gonna bless it. But what if I didn't accept it, because God was telling me, if you don't accept this, there's something even better? So obviously that's going to take a lot of faith, because that opportunity is right there, presenting itself, it's right there, I can take it, and God will bless it, and I know He will. But if He told me to don't take that, take a different offer that you're going to get later, that's going to take a lot of faith, because I'm going to be like, are you sure? I mean, this offer is right here, you're giving this to me. But the thing is, yeah, He would bless that opportunity if I were to plant a church right there, but if I didn't accept and I waited for that next offer, that took a step of faith, and God's going to give me more on that than He would have given me if I would have accepted that first offer, because He wants to test our faith. So basically, if we had stayed in Indianapolis, I honestly have faith that we would have come to know Him, because He called me to be a youth pastor. So even if we hadn't moved down here, I would have found Him, and life would have been fine. But He gave us so much more than we could have had in Indy, because we took the hard road. We didn't see what God could see. It was a tough road to go on, but we did it, and He blessed us. So sometimes your paths are going to diverge. You're going to have two options, and they may not necessarily be bad either way, but if you take the hard road, there's going to be a lot of blessings, because it's not everybody takes the hard road. It's a step of faith, and that's why those people who take the hard road are going to see God work in their lives greatly and more than if they had taken the easy road. And so that brings me to the third point. It kind of goes along with that. The blessings are hidden on the hard road, because God knows that not everybody will take that road, and it takes a step of faith, and He knows that the people who do take the hard roads are the ones who will live by faith and not by sight, and will do extraordinary things to expand His kingdom. So for me, I mean, I'm called to be a youth pastor, but there are times where I don't feel like a youth pastor. I don't feel like I can do it. But because I keep making these videos, because I keep living my life for him, he's gonna bless me for that. Because this road that I'm on is hard, and it's difficult and frustrating at times, but I keep going. Because it's what God has called me to do, and I know that the blessings are hidden on the hard roads because I'm willing to take those hard roads, even if I think it's a terrible, even if it looks like a terrible idea, because there's a way easier and better looking road. I'm going to take this hard road because I know there's more that God can give me if I go there than if I just stay on this path that I'm on. I want to expand my life, and I want to go forward and experience all that God has for me, because God wants to bless everybody, but people get more because they are willing to step out of their comfort zone and experience all that God has for them. God has so much for you, but sometimes you got to walk out, and you got to be brave, and you got to get out of your comfort zone, and you got to realize that this hard road that you're seeing may be difficult, but God makes our crooked paths straight. It even says right here in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, do not depend on your own understanding, in all your ways remember him, then he will make your path smooth and straight. So despite these hard roads, if you just go to them with faith, then God will make your path straight, and he will guide you to the blessings. So I just want to challenge you guys, when you are faced with two roads, you got the easy road and you got the harder road, go towards the hard road. Don't be afraid of it. Step out in faith, and be brave. I mean, God tells us to be brave continuously in the Bible. Don't be afraid, be brave, and trust him, because he's got so much more that he wants to give you, but he can't give it to you if you don't trust him and go the route that not everybody will take. So I challenge you guys to just to look to God for guidance when it comes to, split paths. Listen for God, listen for his word, and he will bless you tremendously. Love you guys.